Part of what I wanted to say I couldn't deliver, I didn't know anyway. Such a bittersweet taste, such a perfect waste, all hiding in the back of my conscious state. Such a wonderful sound, such a beautiful way to hit the ground. I hear you call through the echoes of my mind.
So I'm now joined by Sean Cronin. Now, you've just been telling me that you've been playing a villain in every film you've done, and you've died in every film you've done.
I've been in 78 movies. I've died in 75 of them. I started off, I got stopped in the Portobello Road 25 years ago, and they said, "You're really evil, do you want to be in The Mummy?" And I found myself painted gold, shaved from head to foot, including my eyebrows and my pubes, on the set of The Mummy, playing a high priest wearing a nappy. But since then I've made a lot of movies. But I've just done a film called Rendell, which is like Batman meets Deadpool meets James Bond, and I'm the main villain in that. So I think it's about $25 million movie. So I kill children in that one, which is quite nice.
Oh, wow.
But I'm not going to tell you whether or not I die in it. But what's closer to my heart, I've just directed a film called Give Them Wings, which is a true story of Paul Hodgson, who was born with childhood meningitis and told his parents were told he'd never move or speak. He's now 55, and I've just finished directing. It's got Toya Wilcox, who people over 30 will know who Toya Wilcox is. It's got Bill Fellows, Jonathan Hansler, some really great actors, and it's a really beautiful story. So I play villains, but I direct period dramas and human interest stories. But it's a bit of a weird one.
That's so interesting. So you seem to fit into this villain character, although you seem very nice, and when you're directing, it's bringing out a different side to you. Now, how does it feel to be behind the screen as well as in front of it? What's the difference for you?
I've directed over 100 productions, so I've done 25 movies as a director, so I've been doing quite a long time. I just look like a villain, and I get paid loads of money to be one, so I can't say, well, I don't want to do that. My girlfriend threw an ashtray at me, and I haven't stopped working since, bless her.
Oh, is that the scar from there?
Yeah.
Oh, right. So you kind of inadvertently got her to thank.
Well, see, I bought her a pair of, it's a very funny story. I had 2 kids. I bought her a pair of fake boobs. She ran off with somebody else. Came back a month later. I said, "Where the fuck have you been?" And we had an argument. She threw an ashtray at me, and the next day I went for an audition to be the Scarface villain in James Bond and got the job. I said, "You can keep the tits." But but the reason I'm here tonight is I'm here to support the Gold Movie Awards. My great friend Jay Mathewson, who's a really good friend of mine. I'm just, what he's doing here. He's a very tenacious young man, and he's trying to make something really cool. Film festivals start from nothing, fledglings, but he's really, really doing well. He's working with my publicist, Catherine at London Flair, so he's doing really, really well. So I'm here basically just to give him a kick up the arse and help him get where he wants to be, because he's a talented actor, and he's a very tenacious guy. He never stops, he never gives up, and which is a great, attribute for someone in this business, because it's very hard. So
it's fantastic that there is this kind of event that's bringing aspiring young filmmakers together and people like yourself. But the thing is this important for you as well to kind of meet these people and actually maybe help them or get them involved somehow? Is this something that you're interested in as well?
Yeah. I came along with my publicist tonight. I'm probably going to. Sometimes I co-host it with Jason. I also host Rain Dance at the Cannes Film Festival every year, and I think Jason's going to come and help me do that. And because every year we rent a big villa, which costs us a fortune. We get really, really drunk and have loads of parties. We don't do any business or see any films because we're too hungover. But it's great fun. So, are you an actress?
I do a bit of acting, but my main thing is actually being a singer-songwriter and presenting. But music's probably my main passion, my main love. But I do like my acting as well.
Okay, so maybe I'll sign you up for my next movie.
Ooh, well, I mean, do I look like a villainess? Can I pass? Am I a bit too saccharine?
I might have to kill you, actually, probably.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I normally kill pretty people.
Oh no! Like what? To have to look really mean?
Rendell. It's the first time I've actually killed the. I shouldn't be spoilers, but I kill a kid. I killed a kid and I liked it. It tastes like cherry chocolate.
Ooh, oh no! Let's take a very dark turn.
It is very, very dark. I'm really, really horrible in it. It's the most horrible villain I've ever played, but it's also the best one. He is so evil. He runs a huge drugs corporation, and he just executes everybody. He gets other people to do it, because he's the boss. But but it looks amazing. It looks like Batman. It looks like James Bond. It's the level of cinematography and the production value. It's my first massive role that I've, really big role. I got paid enough money to buy a house, so it was quite.
That's a nice treat.
It took me a long time to get there, but finally I've arrived.
So you kill more children on screen and you get paid more.
Yeah, well, I'm also a single mother as well, so I don't in real life. I've got 2 little girls and a little chihuahua, so I'm only a pretend villain.
So where was this film set? Was this a London base?
It was shot in Finland, but it's already been sold to 127 countries, so it'll be in all the cinemas all over the world. So I'm quite proud of it. And the film I've just directed has also got a guaranteed cinema release as well. So
tell us a little bit about when that film's coming out and when the premiere.
That's coming out. It has to come out in April, May, because we have to get on the Oscar and BAFTA qualifying festival circuit, because it's one of those films. Batman will never win an Oscar, but this will. It's like My Left Foot meets Billy Elliot. It's a true story of a disabled guy. It's an amazing story, and the performances in it are really. I mean, the performances are so good that the crew were crying in most of the takes. I got my sound guys going, "Oh my God," in tears because the performance. I found this young actor, an undiscovered guy who plays a disabled guy, Paul Hodgson, in it. And I auditioned 270 people for the lead, and this guy walked in, and I had named actors that wanted to do it, and my financiers would say, no, we've got to have this guy from Peaky Blinders or this guy from Game of Thrones, and this kid, an unknown, walked in and just gave me goosebumps, and I fought for this guy.
Wow.
And he's just so brilliant. He's 25 years old, he's been in no other films, and he walked in and just smashed it. It's every single one, it's one take. I never do more than one take because he's just perfect. And Paul stammers. He can't speak. The real character it's about can't speak properly, so he sort of speaks like this, and he just does it so well, man. He gives me goosebumps thinking about it. So look out for it. He's a bit like Jamie Bell when he was discovered in Billy Elliot. It's that kind of discovery.
Rawness.
Rawness and naivety, but absolute, perfection. He's brilliant.
It's interesting you said that you get it all in one take, because sometimes, often in all sorts of things, not just acting, the first take has the magic, because that's when the raw emotion comes into
the last take is the focus is right, the framing's right, it's all right, but the first take was the right one. Do you know what I mean? It's like shit, but it's out of focus. No, but I mean, obviously there was a few takes for technical issues, but this guy, he's just so natural. I've never seen anything like it. It's just, I play villains very well, but I'm a one-trick pony. I only play villains. I don't know why. It must be the face. But it's so nice to direct real. It's a true story about a severely disabled guy. But it's funny. What's so funny? When I first met the real disabled guy who wrote the script, he goes, "I can't move much, mate, but I can hold a fucking pint."
That's a minimum requirement in life.
Yeah, I shouldn't really say this. There's a great scene where because although he's very disabled, he's sexually active. So there's a great scene where he pulls this girl. He goes, "Look, I can make love to you, but you're going to have to carry me up the stairs." And he's just really funny. The real guy is about, although he's been dealt this awful hand of cards, he's so disabled. Nothing phases him, and he's a really happy guy, and it's an amazing story. He's a great sense of humour he's got as well.
I'm really intrigued to find out how you came across this guy and how he wrote the script. How did you find this? How did it happen?
He asked me to direct a short film called An Unfortunate Woman, which won it won at Cannes, it won loads of festivals. It was only a little short, and I directed that for him about 6 or 7 years ago. And then since then, he wrote his life story, and I've been trying to develop it. It's 85% true, and there's 15% artistic license. So it's a really weird, amazing ending, which didn't really happen, but something similar happened. But it's an amazing cinematic experience. I mean, it's going to be in all the cinemas for July, hopefully. So look out for it. Give Them Wings, it's called.
I can't wait to see it. It sounds like a fascinating tale, and also something that I guess anybody could take something away from that when they look at their own lives and look at how actually everything is, you can overcome the struggles to a certain
True
extent.
story of how one man fought back and he won, and it's amazing. I'm going to cry now because this is an amazing story. He's such an amazing guy. He was told, his mother was told that he'd be dead by the time he was 5, and he's now 55. And he was told he would never speak, and he can speak. And he wrote the screenplay with his nose. One finger, he got one hand works and his nose, and wrote the whole. And it's beautifully written. A few spelling mistakes, you know. There's quite a lot of snot on it as well, but I'm joking. No, but he's an amazing guy. Anyway, what's your name again?
My name's Corinna.
Corinna, very nice.
Corinna Jane.
Thank you for talking
Nice to meet you too.
and
Thank you
listening to
so
my
much. Yeah, no, I absolutely can't wait to see the film. And Randall, is it Randall? When does Rendell? When does that come out?
That'll be out in about a year. It's a huge budget. There's a huge amount of post production on it. So it's it's a meaty role, and I think I kill about 500 people in it. You know.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yes, you do.
But so you look scary, but you're actually a pussycat in real life.
Totally.
I'm here on the largest of the Balearic Islands, Mallorca, with the turquoise waters of the Mediterranean Sea, beautiful mountainous landscape, the thriving city of Palma, quaint little market towns, a growing number of luxury hotels. It's no surprise that the likes of Audrey Hepburn and Elizabeth Taylor like to holiday here. So come and join me as I take you round Mallorca.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. And also be sure to subscribe to the Fan Carpet YouTube channels. They're absolutely free and so much fun too. Be sure to check out the official website, thefancarpet.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date with reviews, competitions, the latest news, and so much more.